Hello, welcome to Fish Farming TV. Today I want to throw some light on how to culture your catfish. How to culture 1,000 pieces of catfish to table size. You know, in this time that we are now, to culture catfish is very difficult due to the cost of production. So I want to give you some estimate on how to culture your catfish, so that after culturing your catfish, you will have gain. You will not run into loss. So this is the return on investment for 1,000 pieces of table size catfish. And what I want you to know is that for you to do this thing very well, you need to follow the procedure. Now what we have to do now is we have to consider this. We have some things to consider before we can start stocking our pond with catfish. So things to consider before stocking our catfish. We have a lot of things that you can consider before you stock your catfish, but we are going to mention but few, and I'm not going to get into deep about them, but we're going to highlight some of them. Number one there is the seed. This seed is your catfish, the catfish that you want to stock, maybe your juvenile or your fingerlings that you want to stock. That is your seed. Make sure you get a very good seed from a very good supplier. Or if you want to learn how to culture if you want to learn how to produce your own seed, you can check on the video on the description section of this video. You will see how to culture or how to produce your own fingerlings if you want to stock. So don't go and buy runs and stock, because during stocking of catfish, some people do buy leftover fish, maybe the fish that they have already sorted like up to 2, 3 or 4 times. Maybe the last set they will give it to you. After stocking, you find out that this fish will not do well. That is very bad. So the second one is stocking density. Don't overcrowd your pond. Don't overcrowd your pond. What you have to do is stock what your pond can carry. For instance, if you have a pond that can contain 500 fish, you can stock 2,000 fish inside it. After feeding them, you find out that they will not have space to grow. Fish also need space to grow. Unlike other animals, the same thing, they need space to grow. The next thing there is a financial capacity. Fish is very financial intensive now, capital intensive for now, due to the high cost of fish feed. Today the fish feed that we have in the market today is around that kind. 20,000 or thereabouts. Unlike before, where you have 5,000, you can get a bag of feed. It's not like that anymore. So it's very capital intensive. So you have to be prepared for it, because it's not easy now. Stock what you can carry. If you know that you can culture 1,000, buy 1,000. If you know that you can culture 2,000, buy 2,000. So that is what you have to do. You don't need to spend. You don't need to waste money, or maybe after buying like 2,000 fish, you use the feed that you're supposed to feed 500 fish and be feeding the 2,000. At the end of the day, you run into loss. So get prepared for that. You have to have some money that you use in running all this thing. Not only feed, we also have some other aspect of expenses that you need to do, the management part of it and all that, the salary and all that. So you have to make those things available. The next thing there is the availability of water. Make sure that you have water. Make sure that you have borehole water. If you're a beginner, water is very important in fish farming. You don't wait for you to go and buy water before you can change your fish water. Make sure that your pond is situated where there is constant water for any emergency change of water and all that. So water is very important, because I've seen a situation whereby people that buy water, at the end of the day, maybe their fish has problem, before they will change water, something must have happened. So water needs to be available. The next thing there is the management of your catfish. It's very important for you to learn how to manage your catfish. If you don't know, consult some people that will help you to manage your catfish, because management is another important part of this catfish business. If you don't manage them very well, you will run into problem. So management is very important in this business, because if you don't manage them very well, you run into problem. So we are going into the business properly now. So the cost of catfish juvenile, I want to do the estimate for you, because we are buying 1,200 instead of 1,000, because at the end of the day, some of them will die. So we will also have mortality. So we are using 1,200 as an estimate, but what we actually need is 1,000. So 1,200 juvenile at 16 naira, depending on the location. Where I am now, a juvenile is sold for 60 naira. So which way the weight is around 10 grams. So the total of that money is 72,000 naira for 1,200 juvenile. So that at the end of your culturing of catfish, you'll still be recording 1,000 plus. So we're not buying exactly 1,000, because our target here, our case study here is 1,000 catfish. So buy something that is more than 1,000, so that at the end of the day, you will still be counting 1,000 plus or 1,000. So that is how they do it, and it's very important for you to follow this procedure. If you want to do this practical, it's almost that you culture only 1,000 depending on your financial capacity, but we are using this thing as an estimate for you to have an idea of what you are trying to do. So check it very well. If you can culture 10,000, 50,000, 100,000, use this estimate to multiply it. Or if you are doing below 1,000, divide this estimate to, maybe if you are culturing 500, you can divide this estimate by 2, then you got 500. So the next thing there is the cost of feeding. This is the major part of this fish farming. Cost of feeding. Feeding is very, very expensive now, but if you follow this procedure, you are going to still make profit from this fish farming. Not every person will tell you this. Some people will tell you going to fish farm there is profit, but after entering there, you find out that after putting your money there, your money will not come out because you didn't follow the principle that you are supposed to follow. So cost of feeding this your catfish. Number one, you buy 4 packs of 2 mm feed, which has a 4.5 crude protein CP, so which is around 25,100 naira. So which is 100,400. So that is the price of this 4 packs of feed. If you can see, the price of feed is very, very high, and this is a local feed that I'm using for this estimate for you. I'm using this local feed. It's cheaper at 25,000 naira. This is a feed that you used to buy 5,000 or 6,000 before. It's a local feed. It's very good. If you want to know the name of the feed, you can type it on the comment section. I can reply you directly, or you can send me a DM. Then I'll tell you the feed that I'm using, because I'm not advertising for any company. The second one is 11 packs of 3 mm feeders, which is the same 4.5 crude protein at 21,700, which will give you 238,700. The third one is 30 packs of 4 mm feed at 45 crude protein at 20,700, which is 621,000 naira. This is good. And the number 4 is 20 bags of 6 mm feed, which is 40% crude protein at 20,500. It will give you the total of 410,000 naira for this feed. So the total number of fish feed given is 65. So 65 bags for 1,000 fish. You have to budget 65 bags of feed, and each bag of that feed contains 15 kg. It's very small, 15 kg for one bag. So 15 kg multiplied by 15 will give you 975 kg. Your fish will consume 975 kg for them to attain that weight. So the total cost of fish feed is 1,369,700. This is the money you will invest on the feed. There are other things that you need to invest money on too, but after everything, you will see that this money will still come out. So follow this procedure. Don't culture what you cannot feed. Don't try it. Don't go and fool your pond. Maybe you can culture 1,000, you go and buy 5,000 fish and start giving them this feed for 1,000 pieces. You only have head of fish inside your pond. When you scale them, there is no biomass, there is no weight for them to give you to bring back your money. So you need to follow this procedure. Don't culture what you cannot do. So that is it. So this 1,369 700 is the money for the feed. So we also have what they call operating cost in fish farming. So you have to consider the operating cost, because without operating cost, the thing cannot function. And this thing is for 21 weeks. Power for pumping water, you have to estimate 100,000 naira for power of pumping water. This is just because it's only 100 fish. If it's more than that, you have to multiply everything as you're multiplying the other parts. So the power of pumping water is 100,000. So we are going to spend 100,000 in NEPA bill or buying of fuel to pump the water for the amount of time that is needed. So the miscellaneous that you need there is 10,000 naira. Then the next one is the logistic cost, or you keep 20,000 for the logistics because it's very important. And the medication is 10,000. Bring out 10,000 for the medication. And the next one there is salary. You budget 50,000 naira for the salary. This salary is just for, you can actually take care of your 1,000 fish. It's just for 1,000 fish, but if you are doing more than 1,000, maybe 10,000, 50,000, the salary will not be the same. So I'm using this 50,000 as just an estimate for 10,000 naira for person that is taking, maybe person that is you employed that will be taking care of the 1,000 fish. It's not a big job, so 10,000 naira, that means they can be doing it some part-time job or something like that. But if you are doing it in a large quantity, you have to pay the person very well. So the sum of this money of cost of production is around 190,000. It's 190,000 for the cost of production. So by now, after summing this thing, now we are going to add up everything to know. We are going to add the total production cost. we have total production cost, both the fingerlings that you bought, the fish feed that you bought, and the other costs. So number one there is the cost of Catfish juvenile that you bought earlier, which is around 72,000 naira, and the cost of 65 bags of feed you bought for your 1,000 fish, which is 1,369,700. And the next one there is the operating cost. Please, if this is the first time I've seen this video, please subscribe to our channel, like this video so that YouTube can recommend it to other people that need this video. Please turn on the notification bell so that anytime I post a new video, you will be the first one to see this video. And please, we have a lot of videos on our channel. You can browse through our videos and you could see more of what you are looking for. Thank you. The next one we have here is the cost of operating cost. We have operating cost, which is around 190,000. So adding up the total production cost, which is 72,001, this and that, and 190,000, it will sum up to 1,631,700. That is the sum. So now we'll have to consider the mortality rate. If you are doing fish farming, you cannot leave this thing out, this mortality rate. You always use 14% for each, how many fish that you are doing, use 14% to calculate the mortality rate. So 14% of 1,200 fishes is 168 pieces. How to calculate it is this: 14 multiplied by 1,200 divided by 100. It's going to give you 168 pieces of catfish. That is what it will give you. So any amount that you are stocking, if you like stock 20,000, 50,000, multiply it with 14, then divide it with 100. It's not much that all the fish will die. Sometimes you will culture this fish, you find that this 1,000 that you have here, you have only 10 or 15 mortality. Understand? But you must use 14% to just estimate. Then the total number of fish that you had earlier minus the mortality, which is 1,200 fish minus 168 mortality that you're supposed to have. So the remaining fish is 1,032 pieces. That is what you have in your pond after culturing your fish. Now we'll be talking about estimated yield. What is your fish? What is the weight of your fish that you have in your pond? So we have to estimate the biomass that we're supposed to get. So the expected biomass is around 1 kg. Right from the beginning, we are talking about 1 kg. So we are trying to get 1 kg. So 1 kg of fish is what we are expecting. Then after we must have gotten this 1 kg, we'll multiply with the number of, we must still multiply it with the number of so what the amount we consider is the quantity of fish left, which is 1,032 kg and 1,032 pieces. That is what we have left in our pond. So we will have to multiply this 1 kg and the 1,032 pieces. When you multiply it, now you see that we'll have 1,032 pieces, 1,032 kg weight. That is what we have in our pond. So in our pond now, what we have there is 1,032 kg. Now we now start looking for your buyers. You must have looked for your buyers before. Now you are just calculating this to know how much you are going to sell your fish. And the next step now is the selling of the fish. Please, if this is the first time of getting to our channel, please subscribe to the channel, like our video, and please share our video. Turn on the notification bell so that you can get any update that we are posting. Thank you. So at the selling price of 2,300 per kg of fish, some people are selling more than this because this is the minimum amount that we are selling in this area. So from 2,300 to 3,500 for matured fish. So we are going to multiply this thing at the selling price of 2,300 per kg of fish. You have to multiply this with the amount of fish that you have in your pond. Sure, you understand? So this is how to make an estimate. No matter the amount of fish you have to multiply it this way. So you multiply the total weight of catfish, which is 1,032 kg, that which you have in our pond. Understand? So we have to just multiply the both of them to just know our selling price. So 2,300 times this, which will give us around 2,373,600. This is the total sales that we made after selling this fish. Then you now have to calculate your profit to know if you actually made any profit. Then for you to know if you made a profit, you have to calculate the sales minus the total cost of production, or the proportion that you did, and the sales. So 2,373,600 minus 1,631,700, which is the production cost. Then now your profit now will be this. What do you expect? profit will be 741,900. Follow this procedure, you will make it. So this is the final estimate that I have for you. So which one are you going to do? Are you going to stock 1,000 or are you going to stock more than 1,000? Please put it on the comment section, let me know. And please, if you have any suggestion, you can also drop it on the comment section below. And please, if this is your first time of seeing this channel, please subscribe to our channel, like our video so that they can recommend it to other people that need this video. Turn on the notification bell so that you will get my update anytime I post a new video. And also, thank you for watching my video. I have a lot of video on my channel on how to do many things on fish farming. Thank you.